I wanted to ask you what because you were born in Oviedo, Florida, right?
Yeah.
Your birth certificate says Oviedo, Florida.
No, 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 no,
You were raised you were
no, no, no.
probably born in Orlando or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm from the very, very beginning. My
Okay.
mom is from Oviedo. Like I was having a conversation with my mom earlier this year. My mom in Oviedo, Jackson Heights Middle School, when you got there, the middle school. When my mom was going to school, that was the black school. Oviedo High School was the all white school. During my mom's time of high school is when integration in Oviedo came about, when she was like in the ninth or 10th grade. So I come from that far in Oviedo. So most of the kids
Oh,
that I know in Oviedo that like you say like new cats are from Oviedo, it's because our parents are from Oviedo. So they were in that first generation of integration in Oviedo. And you got to think at that time, if you think when you came back in the '90s, well, my parents got to be the same age as your mom. Imagine your mom being going to school in Oviedo, and that's
right.
when black people and white people started going to school together. How far away? I knew the year, and it's only like maybe 40 something years, maybe. I got time
Wow.
over that now, but I think it was in 19. I want to say 1960 something, late 50s or early 60s something was the integration in Oviedo, and we were there in the 90s.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is so incredible that I had no idea to right now. When I think of it, I never realized how far back things go. And your mom back in the 60's was in Oviedo.
yeah. I did a
I mean,
whole thing on Oviedo this year, man. To be honest, so some of the information I remember is spotty, some I don't. Oviedo it didn't really have a name. It didn't have a name. It was didn't get a name until the postmaster named it. This guy, his last name is Allen. His I guess great or something, granddaughter Nicole Allen is like one of my classmates. And so when I
right.
was reading that this year, I hit her. I was like, "Yo, you're the lineage of such and such." She's like, "Yeah, it's my yada yada grandfather." It's like, "Yo, he named Oviedo," and but they were from Europe, and he named Oviedo after Oviedo in Spain, after a city he'd seen in Spain, and that's how Oviedo got its name.
Wow.
And like all the stuff that's
Incredible.
there, like Boston Hill Park and stuff like that, those are
Yeah.
named after all the Bostons are named after these former black slaves that lived in Oviedo and ended up with land. And so they contributed a lot back in those times, and the things that they were gifted were Boston Hill Cemetery, Boston Hill Park. Even Johnson Hill is named after a black guy that owned all that land over there. Um, Jackson Heights Middle as well is named after the Jackson family that owned that land there. I mean, it was February, so obviously the time frame when I was reading all this stuff. But it was like I know these names, but I'd never known Oviedo like that. You know what I mean? I didn't learn any of that until this year.
Wow. You're making me want to go back and kind of look into those things because I'm
It,
I'm very, very interested now about that.